Dylan, Epstein's not real, or the files aren't real.
Good? Does that mean no children were molested?
No.
Oh, you're right, because that's bullshit. That's not true.
Yeah.
I can curse this episode. We're done with the games.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Welcome back to another normal episode of Deadass or Dumbass Podcast. Today's episode is sponsored by the Randy Newman song, Short People.
Okay. We're
2
not
minutes and 56 seconds
okay.
of a solid little song.
We're not sponsored.
Yes. Emphasis on little, though. We're not sponsored by Randy Newman? Really?
We're not okay.
He's in the thumbnail.
If you're trying to imply
Finn,
that
Randy Newman's in the thumbnail.
he's not in the thumbnail. I'm not putting him in the thumbnail.
Yeah, we shouldn't put him in the thumbnail.
We
The
should.
suggestion is that
Definitely
he's related to Epstein, because of the contents of the episode.
Okay. All right. Let's.
You should listen to the Short People song by Randy Newman. It's a real hate crime.
Yes,
Is this the cheese thing?
I find it very offensive. Yes, this is the cheese.
Oh,
thing.
it is straight up offensive though. The guy's 6 foot. He has no place.
Yeah. I mean,
is this gonna show up even if we don't have it on screen sharing?
What?
The video.
The video isn't gonna go. The audio should.
I hope so.
All right. Well, if you want to do it like that,
Because we didn't test that out.
We didn't test that.
We have a new mic, but we tested the new mic out, but we didn't.
We did test out the new mic.
We did test out the new mic, but we didn't test out. You know, we really got half points in the professionalism. You know?
Yes, I know, but
Anyway.
it's fine. Doesn't matter. All right.
And President Trump announced 30% tariffs on goods from Europe, including cheese.
No!
CBS's Nancy Chen takes a look at how those tariffs impact cheese production here in the U.S.
I mean, it looks just like cottage cheese.
It's brie, trust me.
Off the shores of Lake
Don't
Michigan,
insult the
cheesemaker
cottage
Gilbert
cheese like that.
LeCoin is making a famous
cheese is so
French
good.
variety
That's racist. She
the
thinks all cheese is
American
great.
way.
Do most consumers know the difference between an American-made brie and a French-made brie?
No, not really. The process is all the same. The cultures are the same. You know, it's all milk and cream.
His company, Rennie Picot, has been trying to expand in the U.S. for the past 3 decades. And with the trade war raging, they're getting ready to ramp up cheese production by as much as hundreds of thousands of pounds more a year. As consumers navigate rising food prices overall,
A lot of our cheeses are imported from France.
grocer Stu Leonard told us he's increasingly turning to American producers.
I worry about all our cheeses. Will the customer be willing
I do
to
too.
switch off of a French cheese to a U.S. made brie cheese?
Is this an opportunity for American cheesemakers?
I think it's an opportunity, but also there's going to be some hurdles as well for the brie manufacturers. There's not a lot of cheesemakers in the U.S. that make brie, so we're having to pick our battles and trying to find the right person that we could train with our current staff to get them to make the brie.
Yeah, I mean, I think overall this is just a complete and utter disaster. I mean, I love cheese. Everyone loves cheese.
Shout
If you
out
don't
to
love
cheese.
cheese, like I'm like slightly lactose intolerant, but my lactose intolerance does not disallow me from eating my cheese. I eat so much
You eat
cheese
cheese
on
on
the
the
daily.
toilet. It's so good.
Well, yeah. I'm on the toilet eating cheese. Okay.
I'm sorry. I couldn't yes and that. I'm sorry. That's a failure on my part. Let's speak economics here.
Yeah.
So I'm of two minds here. On one hand, the way that Trump does tariffs is really fucking stupid. He puts tariffs on everything.
He put reciprocal
Here's
tariffs
the thing.
on any other country.
At the very least, he's not doing the thing that he does with like the batteries that they use for EVs and stuff. Like he's not putting tariffs. He's not doing something like that. He's putting tariffs on something that we do have an American production base for. Right?
Doesn't mean we have a lot of it.
It doesn't mean that it's going to be able to immediately fill in the production demand that the French tariffs are gonna cause for this. But at the very least, we're not gonna be just no one's producing cheese, because we do produce some cheese. I don't. This is not the worst kind of tariff. The right way would have if we really needed more cheese jobs, the right way to do this would have been to have federal funding into cheese production ahead of time to make sure that they're ready for when the tariffs go in, and then you put the tariffs in. Of course, he didn't think of that.
No, I mean he barely has a brain of his own.
So this man's
it's-
gonna start balding even more now.
Yeah, I know.
Because it's the
He
stress.
doesn't-
It's just not fair.
I know,
you know?
especially for the cheesemakers.
Considering all
I
the
feel
cheese
bad.
he eats.
So all my cheesemakers out there, I'm earnestly sorry, sincerely sorry. Okay, what's our next thing?
This
is
is
you.
this is a Supreme Court decision that came in. Can you move?
Okay.
A Supreme Court decision that came in about Trump's ability to dismantle the Department of Education. It's close enough to me. Stop moving the mic.
Hey, I want to make sure. I just want to make sure the audio quality
A
is
little
good.
bit of inside baseball. Finn's fidgeting with the new mic.
Yes, I know. I'm still trying to see where placement works.
Well, I'm saying
'cause
I feel like
I want good
I
mic
think the
quality.
keen listener is gonna hear when you move the mic, because it's gonna change the elevation of it.
I guess I don't really think so.
I think you're wrong and stupid.
Okay.
Anyway, let's play the 19-second clip.
And the Supreme Court ruled that the Trump administration can dismantle the Department of Education. Right after the ruling, employees were notified that they would be let go on August 1st. On social media, President Trump said this is a victory for parents and students.
What?
He said states will now take over the department's duties.
Yeah,
Wait,
so
what
this
the-
has been...
On social
the court
media.
ruled on this? Saying like
Yes, the Supreme Court ruled that he is allowed to do this. Yeah, I don't...
how did I not hear about this? What? This is insane.
It was
Why?
a busy news cycle. It was when the
It was
Epstein
very
stuff
busy.
was happening.
Yeah.
It was when it was just happening when they made the announcement.
Oh my God.
I had this for like a week, yeah.
Yeah, the Supreme Court really threw him a bone on this to really distract everyone from the Epstein stuff because this is huge.
This is very big. This is not surprising though. This has been
It's not
This has
surprising.
been
Unfortunately.
a very long a long policy position of the conservatives to try and destroy public education.
Mm-hmm.
First, it was just school choice with the charter schools and taking away money from public funding, which is already too low.
Yeah.
And then giving it to charter schools and private schools.
Yep.
So that's been their method, but now they're going to try and completely destroy the Department of Education, which is where especially a lot of the poor schools, a substantial amount of their funding comes from the department, comes from a federal fund, as well as regulation on what schools can teach and what they can do comes from there. All of the disability stuff, that's not a statewide thing. The fact that there's ramps in schools isn't because the state thinks, it's not because the state is woke, it's because the Department of Education said you can't break you can't interpreted the Civil Rights Act in 1964 and said you can't do that.
It has
You know?
standards. It has
Yeah, that's-
guidelines that you have to follow.
Mhm.
And
It's the same reason why we have. It's the reason why we have. We need a female sports team if we have a male sport team, and vice versa. Right? That's all that.
Right.
So
So
big
It's-
victory for the conservatives.
Big
but when
L.
is it not a victory for the conservatives?
oh well, right. That is well. Actually, we'll get into that actually because there's a lot of people that are really against him right now on both sides. So we'll see how that
Yeah,
goes.
but they're not against them on this stuff.
Not on this.
Some of the people unfortunately agree with this. They're like,
I don't
our
know how.
education system is shit because we
Yeah.
don't fund it, so
And-
we shouldn't fund it.
yeah, that's pretty much it. Our education system is already failing.
Yeah, because we
It's
don't fund
already
it.
literally underground. If he literally just put that Medicaid money that he cut and put it into there, people would be smarter. Of course, I'm overestimating, but
here's the thing.
it helped.
I had a conversation with one of my teachers. It was my finance teacher, and he said, we were talking about how to fix education, and he said, how Dylan, how would you fix the education problem in the U.S.? And I say, throw a bunch of money at it.
yeah.
One part as a joke, but also I kind of meant it. And he was like, yeah, politician answer. And straight up, no politician says give money to education.
Well, no
standard Democrat and no Republican ever said let's fund public education more. That's the reason why it sucks, by the way.
Huh? Yeah, it's because we don't fund it. I haven't heard a politician say we should fund this, other than Republicans saying we should put more money
and
into our
then maybe
military.
some Democrats say they'll fund it, but ultimately the budget still gives more money to the military, and it really doesn't mean anything.
It's
You know,
It's insane.
Yeah.
Okay, next thing.
There are some systemic issues with our you can switch it with the education system, but it is a greater systemic issue the fact that they don't fund it.
The fact that nothing's happened.
Okay, so this is a new poll that came out from. I don't remember who did the poll, but this is a
brand new
clip from
CNN poll which shows 60% disapproval with the president's big tax and spending law. Polling shows the public and even some of the president's most ardent supporters are angry about the Jeffrey Epstein case. So surely this means that Democrats are surging in their efforts in the midterm elections. CNN senior data analyst Harry Etten is here. And Harry, A, don't call me Shirley. B, so compare this race to the last time you saw big Democratic surge, which was what, like 2006 and 2018?
Don't worry, Leslie Nielsen. I won't call you Shirley. Look, the bottom line is this. Democrats are behind their 2006 and 2018 paces when it comes to the generic congressional ballot. What are we talking about here? All right, the Democrats versus the Republicans on the generic congressional ballot, the margins. Look at where we are now. Democrats are ahead, but by just 2 points. Look at where Democrats were already ahead by in 2017. They were behind by 7 points. How about 2005 on the generic congressional ballot? Ahead by 7 points, ahead by 7 points. And now they're only ahead by 2 points. Their lead is less than half of where it was in either 2017 or 2005 in July of those years, the year before the midterm election. Yes, Donald Trump may be unpopular, but Democrats have not come anywhere close to sealing the deal at this particular point.
Yeah, wave looks very different.
Yes.
All right, this is the generic ballot test. This is when you test people in a generic question. Of course, the House races aren't generic. There are 435 of them. What happens when you go race by race?
What happens when you go race by race? Well, it's the same idea. Okay, House seat ratings with the GOP president, like back in 2005 and, of course, 2017. More net pickup seat chances. Well, last time around, look at that. Democrats were ahead by 33 seats. How about in 2005? Democrats were ahead by 7 seats. What's going on right now? It's actually Republicans. Actually, Republicans with more net pickup chances at plus 12, according to the Cook Political Report, when you add in the likelies, the leans, and the toss-up races. So it's not just on the generic ballot where Democrats are behind their 2017 and 2005 pace. It's actually when it comes seat by seat, you see that, at least at this particular point, Republicans actually have more net pickup opportunities. This doesn't look anything like those wave elections back in 2006 or 2000.
All right.
Wow.
So what he's saying there is 2005. That's the year. That's when Bush was in office.
Bush was in office.
These are all. They're comparing it to when Republicans are in office and the years before the primaries. There, it's looking bad, and really, it's looking bad in a way that's not that surprising, if we're being honest.
Democrats have done nothing. They have literally done nothing. I don't know how they actually have literally done nothing.
And let's
the
be
whole
honest.
Epstein stuff has been such a cash grab, so much publicity that they could have gotten from this, and oh my God, they have still done nothing.
Yes.
You remember when Hakeem Jeffries did anything? I don't remember him doing anything. He's the Democratic majority leader.
Yeah.
Like, what is going on, man? Like, it's crazy.
The biggest movement and the most high profile at this current moment in the news cycle, Democrats, are coming from kind of outside of Congress in a way. Bernie Sanders, AOC, they're members of Congress, a senator and a representative, but they're not in the news because of something they're doing in Congress. They're doing something because of something they're doing outside of there.
Yes.
You know? And then there's Zoran Mamdani, who is he's not even a mayor, he's a mayoral candidate for a primary, who's been the biggest motion in the party in terms of a mood change. So the Senate Democrats especially, and also a lot of the representatives, have not been doing much, especially in terms of opposition. You know, and they weren't really the best opposition force in 2017. So imagine how bad they are now. Their net favorability still ranges around 28% right now, 28%. And while Trump is net favorability, or his net disfavorability is 60%, their net favorability is still 28%, and that's been consistent for a while now. And that gives you an idea of how bad we're doing. Did you look up if he's a senator?
No, I looked up if he was the majority leader, because I didn't remember.
He's the minority leader.
Oh, is he the minority leader?
Because the Democrats are in the minority in both houses.
Oh, yeah, you're true. Never mind.
Both chambers, my bad.
Sorry. I thought of it wrong.
Yeah, so that's, I mean, it's upsetting, but I hope Democrats, not us Democrats, Not I mean like big D Democrats in
Big D.
big big D Democrats in the party, like people that actually have like movement that could do something about this. I hope they watch CNN or they specifically watch this segment of CNN, and instead of ignoring it like they've done in the past, they actually do something about it. But I hope and then I get nothing.
Yeah, because it's the hopium that keeps us running. Because the fact that that the biggest mood swing in the Democratic Party has been a mayoral primary win.
I mean, that is
in New York City.
It's very good to see him. It's very good to see him.
Like,
hello,
no hate,
no hate. But this is very kind of sad that I can't get this from
anywhere else.
Just God, I don't even care about the Senate. I do, but can you at least do something in the
can you throw me?
Please do something.
Oh, yeah.
You know how the Republicans were so annoying when they were in the minority. They didn't let the Obama do anything. They didn't let Biden do anything, but you know what? Democrats, they're just like, you know what, we kind of agree with Republicans. Let's just let them stomp all over us.
It's so...
We doing Epstein or are we doing Coca-Cola now?
We're doing Coca-Cola.
Okay, cool.
Well, Coca-Cola is super... It's watertight, realistically, in traversing the eyes of his audience and his MAGA lovers from Epstein. Hey, did you just see that I made Coca-Cola make actual Coca-Cola with real cane sugar?
That's what he's doing right now, or do you think he was just he had a thought on the toilet?
Yeah, I think that's actually
just an impulse tweet.
No. He's been thinking about this for a while. He wanted. I guarantee he wants to go back to the days when Coca-Cola was actually putting actual Coke in there.
You know, honestly, I don't care. I won't drink soda no matter what, but it's just not my thing. But it can't really be that much worse for you, if we're considering all the corn syrup.
Huh? Yeah, it's bad. It's not like it's good for you.
This is really kind of. This might be a one. Okay, what is he saying, Finn?
Okay. I've been speaking to Coca-Cola about using real cane sugar in Coke in the United States, and they have agreed to do so. I'd like to thank all of those in authority at Coca-Cola. This will be a very good move by them. You'll see. It's just better.
Here's the thing.
He has the best taste.
Here's the thing. That is actually good taste.
Universal.
This would genuinely be a good thing to do if he actually used some of the regulatory mechanisms of the federal government to make sure that companies like Coca-Cola actually made their products healthier instead of just putting corn syrup in it as the sweetener and put real stuff. That being said, there is no shot that Mr. the great deregulator here is going to actually enforce this. You know?
Yeah. I mean, if you wanted to go on the whole corn syrup stuff, you can also. I think there was a lawsuit that was a year ago, little more than a year ago, that against General Mills and some of these big brands, general breakfast brands and stuff like that, about they can't put labels on stuff that is obviously terrible for you, but they make it seem like it's healthy for you. So they can't put all organic or no sugar or all of this other extra stuff to make it seem healthier when it's not.
I don't
when
think
on
that was
the actual
year. I
label.
think that's kind of an older thing.
I think it's older. It might be older. Yeah.
3-5 years for.
No, I don't think it was that. I don't think it was that old.
I don't know. Either way, I don't know if you're doing misinformation, but I think it's.
No, I don't think it was that long ago. But there was a lawsuit about that, but I don't know what happened with it. So, but anyways, it doesn't matter. There should just be more regulation on what we actually consider healthy.
This is really enough a good thing. It isn't enough to make anyone get distracted from our next story, but you know.
In which, our next story, I've tried to draw a timeline of all the stuff that's come out.
You know, honestly,
about all this,
Biden would have never said anything that important about soda.
I know. He he's probably. He eats ice cream all day.
Minnesota.
So, yeah. Okay. Well, this is I think our main story today, Epstein stuff. So
unfortunately,
our main
story last time was also Epstein, but it wasn't our choice. Trump just can't shut the fuck up about it.
No, he can't. He has this like this urge, like
Charlie
this
Kirk is begging the
genuine
president to stop
urge.
talking about
Yeah.
it, and he's like, "Please."
Literally
I stop
everyone is talking about it.
Please stop talking about it.
He can't. It's something in his DNA. He is hard coded to just. He just won't shut up. So it all started out July 6th. So, and internet years like ancient history. DOJ came out and said that the FBI concluded that Epstein had no client list. It was just him. It was only him. It was just Epstein on that one island with no flight logs, and that he died by suicide.
It is funny how much. It's funny that they release both those things at the same time to make it seem like a lie, you know? Because it's like. It's like if your dog could talk and you walked into a room where they just messed up everything and they said, neither did I drink from the toilet bowl, nor did I break the window or dig up the carpet. And Jeffrey Epstein did not kill him.
The dog also said
himself,
that.
yes.
The dog also said he did not kill himself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your dog works for the FBI.
Exactly. It's incredible. And the evidence that they had to prove this was a 11-hour live stream, or not live stream. I shouldn't say live stream. Sorry, no, it wasn't a live stream.
Hey, this administration would go on Twitch to do this stuff.
That would, man. There's the stuff that's what I'm saying. Democrats should be like branching out. You remember when Donald Trump went on to Aiden Ross's stream and he got like, he got like a gold car or something like that.
Kept bribing him and stuff.
Yeah, and he just kept giving him money and like in the form of other stuff, and like he wasn't allowed to do that.
Dude, the
Like
problem
that's
with
what the Democrats should be doing.
The problem with Democrats isn't just their communication; it's also what they're communicating.
Not with the rubbery stuff, by the way. Yes, it's how they're communicating. It's really not
It's how
good.
they're communicating, but it's also what they're communicating. Because if you were Rizless, if you were
Right.
some sort of beta, right?
Right.
I'm connecting to the Gen Z.
Of course.
If you just didn't have any like charisma or any sauce to you, you would have. I wasn't trying to. That's just how I was talking.
Okay, right.
Then even if you had like an excellent point, even if you didn't have any sauce and you had like an excellent point, like you're really like people agreed with you on like Medicaid or like healthcare for all or whatever.
Right. Medicare.
People would look the other way. People would be like, okay, maybe you're a nerd, maybe you're like a dork or something.
Yeah.
But you're kind of right about this. They would ignore it, right?
Yeah. You know what I want Democrats to do? I want them to have a full speech. I want them to do what that one lady did. I don't remember what. It may have been at UN or was that her own council? I don't remember. But she did a full speech in fully like Gen Z humor language.
That's not what I'm asking for, but cool.
That's what I would ask for. I want them to do a full thing.
They're gonna be cringy with it.
It's gonna be super cringy, but that's better than anything that we've gotten. You know,
Okay,
I just want
compromising. If we're compromising with the Democratic National Party,
yeah,
then maybe we could. Okay, you be cringe all you want. You be very cringe, which they already got down.
They already got that down. Yeah.
You know? I'm looking at 2016 levels of cringe, right?
Yeah. And
then, as long as you are like pro healthcare, universal healthcare, and you know what else should we throw in there? If we're getting our sweetener. Talk about Epstein. Talk about Epstein and be pro healthcare for all. That's all I'm asking. And you know what they'll say? They're gonna call me a radical. They're saying you're being unreasonable.
Yeah, that's
pie in the sky.
Yeah. You're being a little too.
Ask us to be cringy, but also be like based at the same time. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I'm a Democrat.
Yeah, I'm a Democrat.
That's not what I signed up for.
We gotta be a little bit more centrist than that.
The Democrats
please.
have never been pro healthcare and also pro workers' rights.
Yeah, we've never been the middle class.
Never in the history have they ever been pro working class.
Yeah.
I've also never read a history book.
Okay.
POV, a Democratic senator. Sorry. Okay, talk about Epstein.
All right.
Sorry.
We got really sidetracked. Sorry. So, DOJ then released this 10-hour long video, not live stream, about it was like outside. It was supposed to be like where, like the common area of like where his prison cell was. But I'll show you in a second. It's not really near his prison cell at all. But they showed this video as like some like evidence to say that we got you, like we got you real good. About this, oh, I forgot, I have this on 0.25 because I found that at although this wasn't like any crazy stuff. Here we go. But on this video, on their own DOJ website, there's a minute cut.
Yeah, that's
from
that. They did a bad job there.
It was really bad. And if you saw up in the top corner, there was also a menu from when they cut it, which I'll get to what it was in a second.
Wait, where was the menu?
So you'll see it here. I can replay it again.
Oh no, you're right. There it is.
There it is. Oh, finally I got it.
Hey, dude.
There's literally a menu up here.
No. Their cameras just do that.
They just do. Yeah.
Their cameras automatically open up the cut menu in the
Adobe Premiere Pro
in iMovie and cuts it out. You know?
Yeah, it just does that. So and then
that's crazy.
Let me show you this. So there was
Their cameras just do that. I can't believe she used that as a lie. That's insane to me.
It's insane. And
that's
then
nutty.
Let me show you this document. If it'll pull it up. Here we go. So this was the hallway, and then this is Epstein's cell. And then this is supposed to be like the common area, and then like the camera is like somewhere over here. So
like
it's not
corner,
looking at, or it may have been over here.
Yeah, that's still off though.
But it's still off. It's not
like
it's not looking at itself.
I suppose you would have seen someone walk in there if they didn't cut out a minute, but you would have seen someone walk in there. But it also certainly isn't. It wouldn't be accurate to call it video of Epstein's cell as much as you would call it video of the outside of the room where his cell is.
Yeah,
you know?
And with a minute cut from it as well.
Yeah.
Like it's insane that they're telling you this, and
it would
that
be
they're
shocking
just
if they
all
didn't
wrong.
have a camera of that actual hallway. You know, wouldn't that be weird?
Yeah, but then this sparked a whole thing with Trump and Pam Bondi that is incredibly weird and odd, and you can only make one assumption from this video, is that Trump is by far definitely in the Epstein files. Like there is no other case for it.
We already knew that.
Well, we already kind of knew
the
that
fact
from
that
all the
he's
stuff they've been
doing
denying.
Everything is screaming it to now
insane.
His own base.
It's insane. So this was a video that's been going viral.
It left some lingering mysteries. One of the biggest ones is whether he ever worked for a American or foreign intelligence agency.
So I also heard that Epstein apparently was working for like a foreign intelligence agency, which was like kind of conspiracy, but it's kind of not really. Yeah.
I've heard either he worked for CIA or he worked for the Israeli CIA.
So could you allegedly said
because they work together.
Yeah.
I forget what the Israeli CIA. It's blanking right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
okay.
That's really what would make sense for why this is apparently this is a bipartisan issue, covering up the Epstein stuff.
Yeah,
that would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
It would also explain why they might still have the quote unquote Epstein files, because they worked all that time. The CIA worked all that time to get all that blackmail.
Yeah.
So that would explain it. Hey, that is probably the best case scenario, that they still have like the videos.
They still have everything. Yeah.
That they didn't just burn it or burn all of it.
Mm-hmm.
That he did work for an intelligence agency. So could you resolve whether or not he did, and also could you say why there was a minute missing from jailhouse tape?
Yeah, sure.
Could I just interrupt for 1 second? Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That is unbelievable. Do you want to waste the time, and do you feel like answering?
I don't mind.
This is absolute cinema. I couldn't ask for a better response from Trump. He just makes him look so dumb.
It makes him look like a liar.
It makes him look so stupid. And also him bringing up Texas. Oh my God, can you not see the irony in that for escaping the truth behind that you probably in the Epstein files and literally Ted Cruz escaping his constituents when he was out on vacation during the Texas floods? Like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
We covered this a week ago, but you know what? Honestly, we covered this a week ago, but I didn't think he would just keep talking about it.
He did. Well, this was also 2 weeks ago.
Oh, 2 weeks
This
ago?
was also 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
my bad then.
This was also 2 weeks ago. But it's incredible because I don't know. I don't know how he's been able to spin this narrative. Also, the rhetoric he uses between how Pam Bondi describes Epstein and how Trump describes Epstein is two incredibly different, like, structures of sentences. Because Trump just calls him a creep. And then Pam Bondi, which you'll see in a second, calls him...
Do you want me to keep showing
Yeah.
Okay,
Because I want to go through Pam Bondi's statement, too.
Okay. Well, I thought because we did it last time.
Did we? This?
Yes.
I don't think
I
we did.
sent you this.
Oh, well, then just play it
whatever.
anyways. Yeah.
I mean, I can't believe you're asking a question on Epstein at a time like this where we're having some of the greatest success and also tragedy with what happened in Texas. It just seems like a desecration, but you go ahead.
Sure. First, to back up on that, in February, I did an interview on Fox, and it's been getting a lot of attention because I said I was asked a question about the client list, and my response was, it's sitting on my desk to be reviewed, meaning the file along with the JFK, MLK files as well. That's what I meant by that. Also, to the tens of thousands of video, they turned out to be child porn downloaded by that disgusting Jeffrey Epstein. Child porn is what they were. Never going to be released, never going to see the light of day. To him being an agent, I have no knowledge about that. We can get back to you on that. And the minute missing from the video, we released the video showing definitively the video was not conclusive, but the evidence prior to it was showing he committed suicide. And what was on that, there was a minute that was off the counter. And what we learned from Bureau of Prisons was every year, every night, they redo that video. It's old, from like 1999. So every night the video is reset, and every night should have the same minute missing. So we're looking for that video.
Okay, I'm gonna break down what her answers real quick because they're absolute buffoonery, absolute debauchery of what it actually is going on. So her first statement about on Fox, when she was on Fox News, and she was talking about how, oh yeah, it was just like the MLK files or like the JFK files. Though the Epstein files are also on my desk. We all know what you were talking about. There's no way you were actually thinking about the documents.
It would be weird to answer the question that she was answering like that.
Yeah.
That would be like saying, "Oh yeah, I got tons of files on my desk."
Huh?
Including the one that you're talking about. But she doesn't specify what she means by that.
Huh?
She says she has the files on her desk now.
And the question was about the Epstein files and like the client list and stuff shit like that. And she said it was on her desk. Like, oh my God. Like,
she said the files are on my desk.
Oh, they're right
Which
there.
files? All of them.
All of it.
I got the whole DOJ on my desk. My desk is cracking. It's breaking under the weight. Every file, dude, every single file is on my desk.
Yeah.
When people ask me what am I working on, I said I got the files on my desk, and I don't know what they're talking about, but I got some. I'm talking about the thing that's on my desk. I got all the files.
And the second thing she was talking about of how like she doesn't know that there was a whole thing around like him being part of like, what was it? It was intelligence.
Just the
agency,
U.S. intelligence
or U.S. intelligence. The fact that she doesn't know that's a little like it's almost concerning. I don't think it's a big thing, but like
I think it's a big thing.
Yeah.
I think it's the motive. I think the motive for covering up is obviously the people that will be incriminated here.
Well, right.
But also the fact that I think, not even just because of the cover up, but because inherently what Epstein was doing, it'll incriminate the U.S. government. As if the CIA, as if everyone doesn't already know the CIA is just straight up evil.
Well, yeah.
Like, would you put molesting children as a blackmail operation past the CIA? Most Americans say no. If you pulled that, I feel like that would be the answer, correct? I don't put it past them.
Well, right. I mean, all of this is just blatant corruption. Yeah. And then she continued that saying that there was that minute that was missing in the in that video. It was like a routine thing that the camera always like resets, which is a bit weird because as you saw the menu that was up on the very top. That was in the top of the DOJ, on their DOJ website. They had that video up, and there was a menu that popped up. The aspect ratio also changed, so the resolution with the video, so it was 2 different videos. And it wasn't just 1 minute. It turned out it had been 2 different clips, each with like 3 minutes.
Is the Twitter
No. It should be. Yeah, pull this up. There we go. It was longer.
Fox?
Yeah, it was on Fox News too. Yeah.
This is bipartisan. Even
Yeah.
Fox,
Everyone
not
hates
even
it.
Republicans, like normal
In general.
Republicans don't believe it. But also, Fox News is like, we can't report this because it's so obviously not true.
Right, it's incredible. I mean, this is on their website. DOJ had labeled the 11-hour video as the full unedited surveillance footage, which was what I was talking about. The file metadata shows it was edited using Adobe Premiere Pro, which I won't be able to show this.
Come on, guys, you can do better than that.
I'll be able to show you this, Dylan. You can see ingredients file path. This was in the metadata. I got this from a video because the guy I was watching is a lot smarter than me. But ingredients file path, you can see the this is the first clip, and then this is the second clip. You can see the 2 clips that were used.
On.
It was in the metadata of the video. Like, it wasn't edited or anything, but you can probably edit and stuff like that. I mean, it's the CIA that we're talking about, the Central Intelligence Agency.
They could do better than this.
And
they could do better than
this.
They could do it better than Adobe Premiere Pro.
Yeah, they should upgrade. Like they should get like the Premiere or like the.
Well, it's a government
upgraded
agency. They don't really do upgrades, Finn. They're still working on computers that use dial-up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm just kidding. The computers don't use dial-up anymore. They fixed that like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
At least one source clip used to create the file video.
Yeah.
Was nearly 3 minutes longer.
One source clip was
so they were just
not only 3 minutes longer.
Not only they are lying to us, but they're also really sloppy about it.
They were super sloppy. So there was 3 minutes that were actually gone from the video. Epstein was facing when he died by suicide, according to the FBI. But for all the suspicion that is there, I feel like we could just rule that out and that he definitely got killed by someone. Like, there's no way, right?
This is offensive.
Like, it's so bad. And by the way, if you don't know what metadata is, it's essentially like the
it's like
file.
Facebook, right?
Oh my God, no!
I got him. Yo, podcast viewers,
that's so
high
dumb.
Five.
Okay, that's so dumb. Facebook, right? Okay, all right, never mind.
I crushed you. I'm so sorry.
You crushed my
You're
brain
so
with
sad.
that.
I didn't know that would. I didn't know you cared about it so much.
I didn't. You
were just gonna explain
really
what metadata is. Come on.
What? I don't know how many people actually know what metadata
it's like video
is.
Code, right?
What?
It's like the code of the video or something. For the purpose of the story, do you need to know what metadata is? That's a genuine question. I'm not putting you down.
I mean, you can explain it in one sentence. Metadata, it's just the.
If you say code in their explanation, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you because that's literally what.
No, it's just like video information. So like
information,
location, or like date it was made, or like there was multiple videos stitched together.
Where in the internet would you find the specific information? Would you find it in the code?
No.
You wouldn't?
No, you'd use command prompt.
Oh, commands. Where would you use commands? Would you use them in the code?
No, you're trying to... No. Almost.
Loser.
No.
What is the X thing? What is that?
So, this is the...
Oh, I know. Okay,
yeah, you know what this is.
Tweet.
It's the really long tweet.
Alright, pull it up.
I'm gonna pull it up just real quick.
Dude, I was on vacation when this was all happening. I was like, ooh, this is spicy.
Huh? I know. This is good stuff right here. What's going on with my, in quotes, boys, and in some girls,
some cases,
quotes,
gals.
Gals, end quote.
Why why did you put that in?
I don't know.
What's happening with my...
Yeah, they're not boys. They're boys.
He's using boys in whatever. He's a weirdo.
It's so weird. I'm only gonna read like the first section of it. They're all going after Attorney General Pam Bondi, who's doing a fantastic job. We're on one team, MAGA, and I don't like what's happening. We have a perfect administration, the talk of the world, and, quote, selfish people are trying to hurt it. All over a guy who never dies, Jeffrey Epstein. Oh, excuse me. For years, it's Epstein over and over and over again, like this. It's like he's a pedophile or something.
It's
oh
like
my
it's
God. It's like
everyone hates the guy.
Yeah.
They wanted him to go to justice, and then maybe the government killed him.
Yeah. Oh God. Jeepers.
Maybe it's almost like it's obvious what happened. Anyway, keep.
Yeah,
reading.
and you know what's even more obvious? The fact that we're giving publicity to files written by Obama, Hillary, Comey, Brennan, and the losers and criminals of the Biden administration who conned the world in the Russia hoax. 51, quote, intelligence agents, or, quote, the laptop from hell,
You
and
gotta
more.
stop doing the quotes. He uses it too often.
He uses a lot. He uses a lot. Or like the quote, the laptop from hell.
They created the Epstein files.
Uh-huh.
Just like they created the fake Hillary Clinton / Christopher Steele's dossier that they used on me. Well, do you want to read more of it, or is that all you?
No, I feel like we got enough.
So now
this.
Trump is moving from the Epstein files exist, and he runs on this and releasing them and being transparent or whatever, to they actually never existed and that they were made up by Democrats. Literally all Democrats. All the Democrats.
Yep. Literally.
Cool, man.
It's just them. It's just them.
Biden made up the Epstein files just so he would lose, just so he could lose in 2024, or not even lose, so that Kamala could lose in 2024.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
You know what? You're right. He is old and stupid. I believe you.
Whoa.
Thank you, Mr. Trump.
I know.
Thank you, Mr. Trump.
All right.
What is
Trump
this?
Trump blasts past supporters for demanding release of more Epstein files.
Scam is what will forever call the Jeffrey
Well, this is what he
Epstein
said.
hoax, and my past supporters have bought into the BS, hook, line, and sinker. Trump adding, let these weaklings continue forward and do the Democrats' work. Don't even think about talking of our incredible and unprecedented success because I don't want their support anymore. Let's bring in our Washington, D.C. Bureau Managing Editor, Catherine Falters, for more. So releasing the Epstein files was...
So he's crashing out.
He is crashing out. Trump crashes out. Is that that's a title right there.
I think we could do better.
You think we could do better? Okay. All right, we'll talk about it. Well, yep. What?
Great commentary. So he's lashing out. Instead of just letting it go,
he can't.
Instead of just not talking about it, which works on MAGA, by the way. If you don't talk about an issue for a while, they forget about it, and then they start talking about another culture war thing. But he keeps bringing it up, and then he implies that they're stupid.
Yes.
That is the worst thing you could do. It is impressive. Frankly, it is impressive. It's almost like there's a Democratic operative in the Trump admin. It's perfect. It's too perfect that a Democrat could have done it. He's doing everything wrong that he could have done to cover this or to stop it from connecting it to himself. But instead, everything he does makes it look like he's guilty as hell.
Yeah.
Because why would you cover it up like this unless you're in the files?
Exactly. Yeah. So he's now blaming his supporters. He's going ballistic. And then Washington was it Washington Post or Washington?
The Washington Journal.
It was Washington Journal.
Okay. Yeah. You don't have it down somewhere?
No, I don't have it because I have to pay money to like get the article, and I don't feel like doing that.
I did think the article there was going to be more impressive things in the article. By the way, I thought it because there was the Washington, the WSJ or something, the Washington Street Journal or something.
Okay. Anyways, a publication released some damning news that they found. I think this was back in 2006. So I have to go off the AI stuff because I can't find the article from which they posted all this. So I'm gonna go off the AI because it actually has the because it has like the stuff that was in the note. So there was a Trump had sent a letter to Epstein for his 50th birthday.
Yeah, something like that.
I think it was his 50th birthday. 50th
It'd be
birthday.
really nice to
letter.
have the article.
I know. I have it in the other one.
What other one?
That
This
tab.
one?
Yeah. Wall Street Journal.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that. No, don't show this though.
You.
Yeah, show the root.
Why wouldn't you just pull this up?
Because this doesn't have the letter.
Yeah, but at least it's something to look at.
All right, fine.
Trump's name on 2003 birthday
Or
letter.
2003.
To Epstein, Wall Street Journal. Yeah, I think you're right. It's like his 50th birthday.
It was his 50th birthday, and Trump allegedly had sent a letter to Epstein with his signature at the bottom, and this is what they reported on, and this is some crazy stuff. Okay, so there must be okay. I think this is this isn't like he has like a whole like RPG thing going on here. So voiceover. There must be more to life than having everything, the note began. Donald, yes there is, but I won't tell you what it is. Jeffrey, nor will I, since I also know what it is. Donald, we have certain things in common, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, yes we do, come to think of it. Donald, enigmas never age, have you noticed that? Jeffrey, as a matter of fact, it was clear to me the last time I saw you, and then concluded with Donald, a pal is a wonderful thing. Happy birthday, and may every day be another wonderful secret. And then at the bottom,
sound more creepy.
It couldn't sound worse.
Never in my life would I ever text to my homies like that.
Yeah,
That's a crazy way to talk to them.
Yeah, it is.
Bro, tomorrow we're gonna do some crazy
Yeah,
stuff. Bro, to another wonderful year of doing the most fucked up shit. That's exactly what they're doing. And it's weirdly an artistic way to do it. You know?
It is, because he drew himself, and then he drew Jeffrey, and then he drew
a woman.
Epstein. He also drew a naked woman on
He
there.
drew a naked. That's not what I care about, obviously. It's clearly what's the thing here is to show how intimate of a relationship the two had.
They two had, right. That's
It
why.
isn't new information though necessarily though, because we knew that he had a relationship.
No, it's just
going
something
from the
funny to laugh
mid '90s to 2003.
Yeah, it's just something funny to laugh at.
What would be? Well, nothing's funny about this, man.
I'm not saying the situation. I'm saying the fact that he made this letter to him.
It is a little wild.
He did this.
Wild that he did that.
It's like I don't even know what you would like compare this to, because nothing really compares to it. It's like its own bottle of chaos. There's so much entropy in this letter. It's crazy.
It doesn't tell us as much as it just suggests stuff that we already kind of know about their relationship.
Yeah.
That being said, though, I think the most interesting part about this was Trump's reaction to it, which was this Wall Street Journal.
Jeez.
This Wall Street Journal article was supposed to come out earlier than it did, but Trump was calling, personally calling.
They were calling
the journalist or the editor of the chief of the Wall Street Journal. He was probably emailing or texting or calling or sending creepy letters to Rupert Murdoch.
Yeah.
Because he owns the Wall Street Journal.
Yo, what's up, bro?
Yeah.
Can you
not
not do that?
Which is so fun. It's really stupid because this would have been a very small article in a sea of new other articles pointing out the connection between him and Epstein. Mm-hmm. But because he freaked out about it, because he's now suing the Wall Street Journal.
Well, it would have been big
Rupert
anyways.
Murdoch.
Mm-hmm. It would have been big anyways.
It wouldn't have been as big if he didn't freak out because there isn't that much new information here.
Yeah.
Right? It would have gone with the wind. But now he's suing the Wall Street Journal and Rupert Murdoch over it, which makes him look,
even
say it
worse.
with me, more guilty.
It's so bad. It's so bad. He also came out on Truth Social and he was like, I don't draw things. I don't draw women like that.
It's not my kind of thing to draw things.
Yeah. And then and then his MAGA loyalty supporters were getting desperate. I mean, they were getting really desperate.
They were being really desperate. We're turning into a children's podcast.
Yeah. All right, but they were getting desperate. Like they were getting very desperate, and they were saying that the president was so stupid he doesn't know what the word enigma meant, and that means he couldn't have wrote that. But it's obviously
So they're saying it's a hoax because he doesn't have a dictionary?
Yes.
That's crazy. It's muted, by the way.
It is muted.
But
I didn't say it.
Now Carson's an enigma to me.
And which this, 5-second clip can immediately disprove that, because back in 2015 when he was on his...
Carson is an enigma to me. He's using it correctly, I'm assuming. He doesn't know, was it Ken Carson? What? Who's he talking about? He doesn't know who Carson, he doesn't really understand Carson. That's what he's saying, right? Right? That's what enigma means.
Yeah.
What the hell is this? They're really scraping the bottom of the bin, but this is probably this is a very unique reaction from MAGA, because the rest of MAGA has been kind of turning against Trump
It's
in a way.
really turned against Trump. There's a lot of people.
And this has never really happened before for his base.
No, not at all. They've always been just super supportive.
Not even
of
during
him.
COVID.
This is the grand jury stuff.
Ah, okay.
And then I saw a video recently, and it was about him. It was someone burning their 3 MAGA hats in a fire. I know, right? I saw beforehand that people had been burning their shirts and stuff like that, but now this is sparking the same outrage, right?
You know what? I think I made a prediction that Trump wouldn't get assassinated, but you know what? It's getting closer. And if someone was going to assassinate Trump, historically speaking, it was going to be a MAGA person.
It would be. It would be a Republican at the very least.
Democrats they don't do that.
They don't do that kind of thing. They just kind of
They barely argue.
Yeah.
They barely fight.
Pretty much.
Let alone shoot people.
There you go. And then even after that, Trump came out and he said, "Okay, all right, you guys are kind of scaring me. What if I release grand jury testimony?"
That's not what we asked for.
Yeah.
And so that's sort of where we are now. He says he's working on releasing grand jury testimony from the Epstein case.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone's still sort of mad at him.
Yeah.
And people are going to get more mad at him the next time he talks about Epstein, because he can't shut up.
Yeah. It's just going to keep coming and coming up. And then there was a couple things when I was researching for all this. There was a couple things I saw for this. It should just be the first one. Click it, and then click screen. And then it's the first one. There you go. There's a couple things I saw when I was researching this. That, this, activists in London installed a poster of Donald Trump with his best friend Jeffrey Epstein right by the U.S. Embassy.
Good.
It's pretty good.
One.
They did it on the train, and they just posted a picture with him and Jeffrey Epstein.
Nice.
I know, I thought that was pretty good.
Do you want to get rid of this?
No. Don't get rid of that, because I also wanted to blast Charlie Kirk because he's pretty dumb.
So is that the last thing we have for Epstein?
That was the last thing for right now. That was the last thing for Epstein.
Epstein who?
I don't know.
I've never heard of this guy.
I don't know.
Are we still talking about Epstein?
Are we talking about the Epstein?
Epstein? I don't. What is that? Nasty man. Okay. All right.
And then also while I was seeing this, I happened to get a Charlie Kirk post, and it was.
You happened to get a Charlie Kirk post?
Yeah, on Twitter, and it was really dumb, and I wanted to talk about it. Charlie Kirk posted. This was 2 days ago. Robots can now pick apples. It's time to automate America's farms. Automation, not amnesty. Amnesty, sorry. And
I don't know what he means by that.
So amnesty. Do you know what amnesty means?
He's talking about immigration.
Yeah.
Okay, he's talking about mass amnesty, which would be allowing illegal immigrants to become citizens, as opposed to deporting them.
Yeah. So there's hint of racism in this.
A hint? What are you talking about?
Not hint. Okay, blatant racism, sure. And it's crazy that he's saying robots can now pick apples when this has been a thing for like since when has this been? What this was back in 2017. So
yeah.
like what, 8 years?
They've always had increasingly more
it's not that they
accurate or increasingly more efficient agricultural innovation.
Wow, that's good.
But you know who still needs to drive those things? People that aren't like Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
You know? And by the way, Charlie Kirk should probably stop posting right now. He's got the whole Epstein thing to focus on. Getting texted by the president to stop talking about Epstein and then saying, yes, sir, thank you, Daddy Trump. And then he says on his podcast,
"My boy,"
he says, guys, I'm just gonna stop talking about Epstein." And then he has to talk about Epstein again.
And then he talks about
the president keeps talking about Epstein. Sorry, we're off Epstein. We're Charlie Kirk. We're gonna stop talking about Epstein.
We're gonna keep talking about it.
We're gonna be moving on to
what is this? I saw this in the news a bit, but I didn't really care too much, so I didn't look into it.
Yes, that's right. This is my thing.
Yeah.
Breaking news. Our very young and spry and very healthy president has chronic venous inefficiency, remains in excellent health, Levitt says.
Yeah,
but Levitt
it's like a minor thing, but like...
Yeah.
On another note, I know that many in the media have been speculating about bruising on the president's hand and also swelling in the president's legs. So in the effort of transparency, the president wanted me to share a note from his physician with all of you today. In recent weeks, President Trump noted mild swelling in his lower legs. In keeping with routine medical care and out of an abundance of caution, this concern was thoroughly evaluated by the White House medical unit. The president underwent a comprehensive examination, including diagnostic vascular studies. Bilateral lower extremity venous Doppler ultrasounds were performed and revealed chronic venous insufficiency, a benign and common condition, particularly in individuals over the age of 70. Importantly, there was no evidence of deep vein thrombosis or arterial disease. Laboratory testing included a complete blood count, comprehensive metabolic panel, coagulation profile, D-dimer, B-type natriuretic peptide, and cardiac biomarkers. All results were within normal limits. An echocardiogram was also performed and confirmed normal cardiac structure and function. No signs of heart failure, renal impairment, or systemic illness were identified. Additionally, recent photos of the president have shown consistent with minor soft tissue irritation from frequent handshaking and the...
Okay, she says that from frequent handshaking and taking aspirin a lot, that was the result of this. I didn't share that.
You didn't share it.
Let me change that for you.
Dummy.
I'll describe it for our lovely Spotify audience. I love you so much. Love you so much. So here's a picture of Donald Trump's hand.
Yeah, it looks like it's...
So there's been bruising on Trump's hand as of late, and the specific image that I have up right now is he's been putting foundation on it. That's foundation he's been putting on to cover up the bruising, which apparently is from handshaking. So Finn, give me your hand.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God! Ow! What the heck?
See, that's how people shake hands. So that's why. That's why he's.
Is that why his hand is like this?
Yeah, it's not because he's old and stuff. It's because that's how people shake hands. People are just really aggressive with.
They're really aggressive.
They grind their thumb into his palm and stuff. And then
I know this looks like something out of the Marvel universe when Thanos snapped and everyone disintegrated. It looks like he's
becoming ashy.
Yeah, yeah. It looks like that because it looks like there's like an indent on his hand, at least on that photo.
Where's that?
Looks crazy. What?
There's an image I'm trying to find.
Okay. Or just go to it and it'll be on the top one.
Where is it?
Oh my God! No, it's not in window. Stop. Cancel. And go to the photo. It's up here. Then here, share, screen, click, and then it's the first one.
Oh, it's not there.
Oh my God! Just share. Oh my God. Digital literacy is not a strong suit.
To be fair, it wasn't there. Anyway, they also said that that Trump, we were seeing swelling in his legs. So if you look closely, Finn, could you hit the button so I can zoom in?
Oh.
Okay, that's all. I guess we're
All right,
getting.
I guess that's fine.
So his calves are swelling a little bit, like to the point that they're going over his shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're spilling out of his shoes.
Yeah.
Either he's wearing a really small pair of shoes, like he's like a size too small,
Yeah.
or he has a serious medical condition that he's not being honest about because he's petty like that. He's a little catty,
Mm-hmm.
He's putting foundation on his hand to hide all the bruising from.
You can't let them see that.
He's just old.
Yeah.
He's just old as hell.
Man, he's super old.
Do you still want to do Alligator Alcatraz?
If you want to.
I'm just gonna skip to the Superman thing.
You're just skip to the Superman thing. All right.
Yeah, you took too long on Jeffrey Epstein. I don't know what your obsession. I don't know what your obsession with Jeffrey Epstein is. I mean, Jeffrey Epstein, who really like that guy's died 5 times or something, or the guy never dies.
Yeah, the guy never dies.
The guy never dies.
Yeah.
So Finn, new Superman by James Gunn came out.
I heard it was good.
I heard it was good too, and I heard it was good because Ben Shapiro hated it.
Yeah, there you go.
He really didn't like it.
Yeah, because it's woke.
Anyway, actually, I heard the movie was woke and gay.
Yeah.
I heard it was really gay.
Yeah,
anyway.
I'm never gonna go watch it.
Yeah.
It's too woke.
Yeah. They called Superman an immigrant, and I've never seen it. Superman's white. Superman can't be an immigrant.
He can't be
white.
an immigrant.
Oh my god. Anyway, Superman more like super woke.
Hot damn. Fun ride and weird because I don't normally pick up hookers in my taxi. And stop it. Welcome back to Fox News.
Sorry, for the Spotify viewers, this is Fox News.
Oh, okay.
This is a Fox News clip by Jimmy
Fallon. Doesn't matter. It's a Fox
Jimmy
News.
Fallon on Fox News imagines a woke Superman.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Saturday night where it is time to say hello to Kennedy, the K-Train.
Would it be bad if I put this on 2x speed?
We joke about New York being back, but it does feel like it's kind of back. It got the edge back, right?
Yeah, until we devolve into socialism and they flush us down the toilet like a giant turd.
There's that weekend. And the good news is woke Hollywood didn't force them to rename it Super Them. Okay, that's progress. Woke Hollywood didn't force them to rename it Super Them. Okay, that's progress. Bad news, director James Gunn might have found box office kryptonite by alienating conservative moviegoers. Here is the quote. Gunn says, Superman is the story of America, an immigrant that came from other places and populated the country. Obviously, there will be jerks out there who are just not kind and will take it as offensive because it's about kindness, but screw them.
Boo! Kindness, boo!
I hate that. Kindness?
Okay.
Oh my god.
To give context to those who didn't watch the movie, including us,
Including
we haven't
us,
watched
we
the
haven't
movie
watched the
yet.
movie.
I have watched commentary about the movie. No spoiler commentary either. So
That's good.
I'm saving myself for the cinema.
Because I do want to watch it.
I do want to. Hey, we could watch it together.
Yeah, there you go.
Anyway, the movie has I was gonna say subplot, but it is actually the main plot of the movie. Includes an allegory for like Israel Gaza. Like there's a genocide in the movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so people are mad about it because Superman shouldn't help refugees or people in war-torn countries because that's just not the American way.
Right. We've always been solo.
Yeah, and also he shouldn't, and also a main part of the U.S. government kind of plays an antagonistic role to Superman in the movie too, because he's helping the people in DC Gaza, I guess. And so it just, the way that people are talking about it is like, they can't say that the villains of the movie is Israel, because then they would have to say that they recognize the allegory of them being really evil, right? So they're saying that actually this isn't an allegory, but also this movie is still woke. They don't know how to talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
So they're just sort of freaking out about it.
They are freaking out about it. And from what I've seen from that one dude He was talking about how he saw on Twitter and that he saw that people were arguing that you should not be supporting the movie because they wanted to see James Gunn, or like they wanted to see, what was it, like Steven Spielberg?
Yeah, that's probably a different.
That was a different controversy whole thing, but
Yeah,
people were saying
that was solely pre-movie controversy.
That was
the pre-movie controversy and the post-movie controversy is actually probably incredible here, because pre-movie they're like, I don't like the director, and post-movie is, I don't like the director because he's a soy loser and he's gay and he's a socialist. Cause we really shifted the Overton window, this controversy on this movie. But the movie itself is doing very well. Mm-hmm. It's making a lot of money. It is. It's especially for DC movies, you know? I know. Considering their track record. A Superman DC movie, that is. Yeah. Not so good. But this movie, critically doing very well. Mm-hmm. Unless you're reading the Fox News review, but critically generally is doing very well, and also financially it's doing very well, which is actually very exciting. Which is good for me because I like James Gunn as a director. Thank you, Jim and Fallon.
Yeah, if you listen in the background, you could hear the producers shooting themselves, by the way. Like, shut up! Okay. But it sounds like he's taking a shot at Trump immigration policies. But even CNN admits this is not a Trump position. This is the majority of the country. Watch this.
Deporting all immigrants who are here illegally. 55% of the New York Times. Marquette, 64%. CBS News, 57%. ABC News with a slightly different question, 56%. So what you're seeing essentially here is a very clear indication that a majority of Americans, in fact, when they're asked this blunt question, which I believe gets at the underlying feelings, do in fact want to deport all immigrants.
We're not here to do propaganda for Fox. I'm just going to skip around to when they talk about Superman.
Oh yeah, but did you see the Superman AI of Trump? I saw this.
Oh God, what is this?
That is Donald Trump, the symbol of hope, truth, justice, the American way. Superman Trump. So
This is why I don't like AI.
This is why I don't like.
My question to you is: can Superman be saved, or is the sequel going to go the way of other woke reboots like Snow White and the 7 Inches?
That was only available on Pornhub. Limited release. Getting people to escape.
This is getting a little weird.
With anyone.
Is this what, dude? I was a little bit of a side note, but related. I was on my flight back from St. Paul, or Minneapolis is where the airport is. I was on my flight back, and the guy like sitting across from me, he was just watching Fox News, on the trip, and I was like. So this is the demographic, right? It was like a science experiment. It was like observing something in the wild, because it is the exact kind of person I expected to watch him. Mm-hmm. Like the guy didn't seem like he wasn't rude. He wasn't rude, right? He was this old man, right, with white hair and stuff. Mm-hmm. His skin was also white, but that has nothing to do with it, right? You know, he was the demographic, and I'm like, is this what they're watching? This is the most watched news coverage in the world.
Man, I gotta watch Fox. I gotta watch Fox News more. If they're putting stuff,
I don't think you do, Finn.
They should put up an AI generated.
Every single time you see something that you hate, it's like, oh, AI, I gotta watch this more. Fox News, I gotta watch this more. Rage bait, oh, please give it to me. You're weird.
I do slurp up rage bait.
Yeah. Okay, that's all they gotta say about it. All right. There's also an article that you had. I didn't bring this up, but
this was just talking about Superman. We don't have to like. This is just talking about the stuff going over Superman.
Yeah. So this movie is pretty woke. See, look, he's getting arrested by the U.S. government.
Yeah, that's kind of, that's a
for
white
interfering. Interfering, you know.
Oh.
They're saying that's actually ICE there. He's an illegal immigrant.
Yeah, they had so much money.
Yeah,
they had to get an extra one just wherever they can.
Dude, Superman got canceled in the movie. Everyone's mad at him.
God, look at that.
Dude, we really gotta watch this movie.
We really do.
And then we can do a movie review like when I watched
Oh, and then we just put up AI generated photos of Trump.
Finn, no, no, that's not what I was going to say. You're like,
okay, I'm sorry.
You're like, oh, exactly. I know what Dylan's gonna say. AI. All right.
All right. I think
that's about it.
Is that? Did we get it through everything? I think we did, right?
I think we did.
Yeah. All right.
Super woke.
Super woke. Superman's woke. Epstein isn't real.
Honestly, I'm happy that they had a controversy about this movie, and because so that would go into my political feed. So I was watching it. I was like, I really want to watch.
So
this
now you're
movie
excited to watch it.
I was actually
right.
really mad because I was on vacation, so I'm like, I can't get. There's no movie theaters around here that I know.
Free
And
publicity.
so I can't
Yeah.
watch the movie. It sucks. It was really good publicity.
Mhm.
Okay, thank you for watching this non-themed episode of Deadass or Dumbass.
Well, it's not like it's gonna be. Well, it's gonna be like the usual. It's the usual episode.
Welcome to the Huge, and
Yeah.
goodbye to the Huge.
Okay. All right. Bye bye. Bye bye. You want to say bye?
No,
Okay.
I already said bye
Okay.
as part of my contractual obligation.